A beautiful Saturday afternoon at Wade Stadium in which Duluth, Minnesota will host the final regular season games of the 2021 campaign for both the Bismarck Larks and the Duluth Huskies. Good afternoon, everyone. Matthew Hargrove here alongside my partner, Brendan Reilly. First, let's talk about last night's ball game before we get into the final regular season talk. Last night, the Duluth Huskies, we were laughing in the postgame show because throughout the entire broadcast, we were joking around about the Huskies pulling off an incredible comeback, and in the ninth inning, they almost made it happen.
Yeah, they almost made us eat our words last night, but that Huskies team going down 8-0, and it looked like it was just going to be one of those games where the Huskies just things got away from them, and the position players were pitching. Michael Brooks in his final game threw two innings for the Huskies, Peyton Powell as well. But the Huskies down 8-0 going into that seventh inning. Dom Meza got everything started with a two-run bomb over the left field wall, only the second home run hit by a Husky this year at Wade Stadium. But then in that ninth inning, man, oh man, they were so close to completing the comeback. It would have been an absolutely amazing way to clinch a playoff spot. That ninth inning was one of the most fun that I know that a lot of players have had here this season, and that we had as well up here in the broadcast booth. But for the Huskies, they just came just short. But in the end, it didn't end up mattering because of the Eau Claire loss.
Michael Brooks, it was his last game, and even though this game doesn't matter, talking about playoff implications, for Duluth Husky fans, it's a very sad day, and it does matter for them because they're losing more than Michael Brooks today, talking about Ambrin Wojcik, Xavier Carter, and we're going to talk about even more losses that they're going to get after the end of this one. So for Duluth Husky fans again, and for us in the broadcast booth, this is probably going to be a very emotional day, even though the playoffs are not on the line.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, over the course of 68 games, you get to know all the guys on the team. You see them develop. You see them go through their highs and go through their lows, and to see them come out and every day just put out their best effort. And for a guy like Ambrin Wojcik, who ended up being an all-star from Enid, Oklahoma, heading to Grand Canyon, he had a great year with the Jets this past season. To see him come out here and be as good as he was in the Northwoods League, it was just something special to see. And now going into his last game for the Huskies, you just cannot you just feel pretty emotional, you feel pretty down, and you just get that pit in your stomach because it is coming to the end, and that's what's one of the toughest things about summer collegiate ball. You just are with these guys all season long. You learn about them. You feel like you know them personally, and to see it come to an end at this point, it's tough to see, but you understand for so many of these guys that this is the right decision for their futures going forward. You can be selfish and say that you wish they would stick around for the playoffs and for the playoff run, but they have to do what's best for them. We're going to miss them going into the playoffs, but it was an absolute pleasure being able to see them all season long.
And moving on to the final regular season game today, Xavier Fossbender on the bump with the start for the Duluth Huskies, looking to give Marcus Pointer and the rest of the coaching staff some innings. Like I said, final regular season matchup of the season. Larks and the Huskies coming up next on the Northwoods League Baseball Network.